Hello everyone and welcome to Quality Old Games. Today we are having part 2 of our Border Troops Only Challenge campaign as Western Roman Empire in original Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion. And in the last episode we managed to, let's say, stabilize, at least somewhat, the western part of the Roman Empire. We actually made some military forays into enemy areas, successful ones. So I think we are in a bit better position now than we were at the beginning of the first episode. At the same time, we are trying to take the battle to enemy, at least in some areas. And now that I have a bit of money, perhaps it could be put into good use. Well, apparently not by building traders. Perhaps we could even... Oh, we could build a port here. Perhaps we should do that, because that extra income should be rather beneficial. Oh. Okay, Rome is doing okay because the population is actually decreasing, so public order should be improving. We have a new faction leader. I think, well, yeah, we can raise taxes a bit in Ravenna, and we could actually send that cavalry unit out to do something useful. And apparently no one wants to trade anything in Campus Quadi, and I don't know, even those fields are not of any use, or so it seems. But I think, oh, now that the faction leader changed, it might mean that we have more options regarding pagan settlements, where the public order should increase, which of course should make taxation and life a bit easier. Did we have... yeah, we have an army here. And of course now the question is, should we move towards Stingy? Perhaps those troops will be quite enough, so... actually cannot remember. Perhaps the another enemy settlement is there. So Carthage is doing rather okay as well. Could we increase trade? Oh, Imperial Palace. Okay. We need to save a bit. What about these guys? Are they going to attack anytime soon? Manius the Mean. Apparently still remaining mean. I don't actually dare to engage those comitatenses. Okay, well, that was not perhaps the best move. well, I guess we have to live with that. And one more turn and that rebellious settlement is going to surrender. And we have some Goths nearby. Well, perhaps... Well, okay, not alliance then. Actually, it's highly likely that we will beat this enemy army. So, let's give it a try. Because pulling back would mean that our own attack will be delayed a bit. So only peasants and camel riders. Okay, so much for those peasants. And since camels are slow, we should be able to outrun them and then engage them alone. Okay, those casualties are not nice. It seems charge bonus is at least one of our greatest allies. Okay, good.
The general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief.
Let's see if we can catch.
The gods be praised. The enemy's hearts are
The
full of
remaining
fear,
enemy
and now
cavalry
they
there.
flee.
Okay, apparently not. Let's settle for the peasants then. And with some luck, actually, I think we are able to wipe the whole enemy army out. Oh, they actually quite close to the border there. Okay, I think that's clear enough victory. And now comes one of the real battles. Of course, now that the Eastern Roman Empire has declared war on us, we could try to train or at least free one army to take the battle to them. because their settlements most likely would provide quite a nice amount of loot. And we have rather continuous shortage of money for quite long still. But let's see what they can do here. Hopefully at the very least take quite a few casualties. It's almost certain that if they are bringing only one battering ram, it will burn down before it can reach the gates when we have large stone walls. The siege towers can reach the walls actually quite often, but in this case I think we were lucky because now the gateway will remain under our control as the enemy will push through the wall, which way they will breach rather soon, but that also means that our towers can fire for full efficiency all the time. So that's nice. Of course, what's not so nice is that we need to repair the wall, and that's going to be rather expensive business with large stone walls.
They fight like moles, not men. They have dug beneath our walls.
But yeah, the enemy will take perhaps 30% casualties overall, perhaps even more before they can reach the city center where our troops are. Additionally, they will be most likely tired, so they will break rather easily. And that makes siege defenses actually, in my opinion, the main way to do well in Barbarian Invasion. Okay, over 30% casualties already. And we have the peasants here to soak up the damage. The archers are hopefully the main way with which we will deal the damage. But let's see. I hope that the general would join the fray soon, but apparently not. Well, let's deal with these guys first and then perhaps bring our cavalry out to harass those eastern archers. Those comitatenses might be problematic. Limitanei should break rather fast. Of course, the downside in this kind of battle is the waiting time, which is quite long, to be honest. And as you can see, some of them are already breaking. And our cavalry is here, but... And finally it's doing also something. And we still have one Limitanei unit coming in. Yeah, and as you can see, unhappy due to exhaustion. And that's it for them. Okay, I guess we got their attention. And now we just need to ride to the city center rather fast. What's this? Some routing Limitanei. Oh, and now it's the Eastern archers coming in. I'm kind of hoping the enemy general would join the fray soon. Here it comes, and what's the unit? It's Comitatenses, so basically we need to wait for them to come to the city center, because otherwise we will have just too high casualties, and we need to avoid that, because it may very well be that this army, or rather this is not the only army that will besiege us, and in case we receive some extra casualties or unnecessary casualties and we are besieged this turn again and we cannot replenish those casualties, the next siege defense will be quite a bit more difficult, and we cannot even know if the next army will be, for example, twice as big as this one. So
show their true virtue.
at the same time we want to make sure that none of the enemies get away. Well, actually I think we can leave those two guys to tell the tale. And of course, Man of the Hour would be rather nice. And okay, that's not so nice. Some extra income. As we have money now, I think we should spend it on infrastructure. Okay, so this siege has been lifted. Good news for us. And actually we cannot have both of those Sarmatian Auxilias in this army, because the limit is only one. And the reason for that is that well, Sarmatian Auxilias would make the campaign quite a bit easier. I think in Salona the mines were, yeah, they're rather good. And I think some extra troops would be rather beneficial. What about the mines in here? I guess 200 is decent enough, unless of course the port, well, it does bring more. So port it is. Here, or rather shipwright. I think we will go with shipwright here as well. Rome. Dockyard. Decent enough. By the way, is it so that we don't have corruption here? Still, while we have Auxilia as the capital. Well, that's good news. And in Carthage, Yeah, that Imperial Palace. And what about Dockyard? It will actually be decent enough there as well. Alls. Apparently they don't have anything worth trading. And this army might be in position to strike at Sirmium at some point. But let's try to advance so that we can use the defensive capabilities of bridges to our advantage.
Sir! Onward! Out of
Oh,
gold, sir!
and I forgot this army. Yeah, you are going to go there.
Sir! Onward!
Another Berber army. And next turn we should have our own army here. And in Avaricum, yeah. Well, once the plague abates, some extra trade income would be rather nice, but we need to wait for a while. So the Celts are actually becoming a nuisance here. We need to keep our eyes open if this guy decides to leave, and that practically means that Taldraida would be open to us. So let's gather enough troops that we could actually take the settlement there. But I think this is once again a turn. This time only infantry, and we have the bridge advantage. So no need to fight to the last man. But I think we have rather good opportunity to inflict a decent amount of casualties. Let's hope that those spears will not come first. Okay. Oh, they have missile weapons. That's a bit bad news. I guess we are running to the hills there. Okay, seems the armor-piercing attacks of those desert infantries are actually starting to punch through. Yikes. Oh, once again. I don't remember that. Okay, good. Those guys are broken. Let's try to run them down. Okay, good. Good riddance. Those guys there. Okay. Well, I guess this kind of shows that the game is that 20 years old. Well, at the very least our general can catch his breath. Perhaps well warmed up. These guys might be exhausted.
Units, march! Units, march!
Okay, now they are getting their things back together. Okay. Well, perhaps our general is not doing that well either.
The gods who fill the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
Okay, let's see if we can break the last unit as well. Well, to be honest, if we win this, I have to say that I kind of didn't earn the victory, but the AI and the game mechanics decided to award us the victory. So they are running into the water and they are dying there, and so there are
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear and now they flee!
let's try to make sure that these guys are not joining another battle. most likely at the defense of Tingy. Then again, yeah, I think that's enough. So, Salona is doing rather okay at the moment, and our financial situation is rather decent at the moment, and we can advance with this army. Purdikala will need some extra garrison.
Orders! Onward! Fleet ready! Aye aye, Captain! Splitting the troops! Disembark! Sir! Onward! Prepare for battle! Besieging settlement, sir! Settlement under siege, sir! Engage the enemy! Settlement under siege,
Okay,
sir!
2
Orders!
bodyguards. Might be problematic, but I think eventually we will prevail. And do we have some investments we could make? Some mines, perhaps? Well, I guess that's fair enough. Except perhaps Cordoba might be even better. Yeah. Cordoba is slightly better. What about Zip right here? Decent enough. Okay. I think this is everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I think in the next episode we will begin our push against the Byzantine, or rather Eastern Roman Empire, and we might even be able to wipe out the Berbers altogether, so we could focus on our northern border, and after that fully focus against Eastern Roman Empire, and of course keeping the barbarians at bay. Have a great rest of the day. Quality Old Games out.